Hi, Scorpio. If you'd like to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, my name is Steph. Thank you so much for being here, for your support. Like, share, subscribe. You guys warm my haunted heart. So earlier in the month, I created an ink blot made in your name in essence bookmark style, and we are going to flip it for perspective possibilities to see what shapes and symbols stand out and speak to our psyche and psychic senses. As well, Scorps, we are going to add on Tarot and Oracle. And where Mr. Ghost Gift is here, we will be utilizing GhostTube for any audio additions that may further inspire or irritate. Overall, please do receive or release freely, of course. Okay, here's your reveal. If you'd like to get your scry on, you also have an angel card number here, 13, I am confident, and 2 talisman cards. Sorry for the ink all over my hands, you'll get used to it. Growth of energy and mindfulness. And noteworthy, you were the only sign that got 2 talisman cards, if I recall. Others got 2 anyway, it's not the point. Okay. I'm going to take a moment to open up your Scorps. You're welcome to join me. Taking a nice deep breath. Closing the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception. Releasing the race and the rush. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. In the name and honor of the Scorpio Collective. Scorpios, thank you so much for being my muse, for holding space for me to share my insights and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Let's go. What's that little guy's name? I'm hearing under the sea. Under the sea. Is it the lobster or the crab? From, is it Little Mermaid? Under the sea. Under the sea. That's very, very fun. I'm hearing like, let's get this. I'm ready to get this done. Okay, so then I'm asked to look over here. So growth of energy and mindfulness. And see like these wings here? I want to place these, wings like right in there of the ink. And this is star. Maybe it was stardom, your inner star, flower of life. You know what it is? Here's an interesting way to see this. Something can be as strong to crack a nut, like a walnut, but also as soft or designed to crack like a hard-boiled egg. Something along that lines. And maybe that's your own growth in some way, shape, or form, whatever channel it might be working towards. I'm seeing a face mask melt. You know, like if one of those rubber masks and you leave it in like a box or something like that, or in the sun, it starts to melt. I'm seeing that melt. I'm also seeing something with a gas mask on. And maybe somebody's breathing, or what is that? One of those things for at nighttime, sleep apnea. One of those things, excuse my ignorance. CPAP?
Capricorn.
Something along that line. Okay, so I'm moving down here. I feel like I have been, I'm like sweating to the oldies here. I'm sweating to the oldies. Almost like a gorilla of peace. It's coming back to like that nutcracker, and also the hard-boiled egg without, breaking the hard-boiled egg. There's something about this, like this gorilla energy, and this gorilla energy feels massive. But it's like almost at one point in time, I feel like, fee, fi, fo, fum, I want peace, here I come. And maybe that served something, or maybe that was your approach. And then I feel like I did something. There was tasks, because I feel like I'm moving things around. And I'm not talking about like little things. I feel like I moved some very large pieces. I'm seeing them as logs, so whatever that means. Even like boulders and stuff of maybe blocks or whatever the case is, and that space is giving me peace. And now it's like, oh, this gorilla feels like it holds the space of peace. Do you know what I mean? It's not charging in for it. It is it. Okay, I'm going to keep going here. We'll start adding on some tarot and oracle too. I'm down in here. Of course, if you see, sense, or feel anything, please feel well to comment below. Always feel free or well to share inspiring or interconnected nature. And if you haven't already, please do like, share, subscribe. Something about a barn swallow. For me, that generally entails family. There's a union way in here, and if you're on a phone, you might be able to zoom in right to this union of some sort. Okay, so 13 is like my integration number as well. So there's something about, I don't know if it's braids. Something about a hairstyle anyway. I don't know if you're changing hairstyles, considering one way or the other. I'm also seeing a nun. I think it's a nun. Or like a female, like, I want to say like Mother Mary or Mother Teresa, something along that lines. Something very giving. It feels feels like a very nurturing energy. I want peace. I want peace. Okay, the girl is also bringing me into the confidence card.
Not feeling well.
There's something about also like somebody might be working out. Like not so much the traps, but right in the chest breastplates. Am I trying to make myself feel better? Also, like I'm seeing like those big ropes. Get them just sweating to the oldies. Whew. Just sweating. Oh, okay. So I'm seeing pillows, like a bed with 2 pillows. So you might be attracted to something about your sleep state. The Hierophant's coming through. Sorry, give me one moment. Okay. I'll read it. Thank you. 13.
Cover.
You are a conscientious worker with a knack for coming up with creative ideas and turning them into something real. An optimistic but practical outlook keeps you determined and on track as you steadily work toward your goals. I am confident. Somebody, yeah, like all this working out, it's almost like, if I may, so thank you, if I could imagine myself at a gym, and I would literally have to imagine that. But something along that lines, like maybe you're a runner, maybe you're, bicyclist or something. Whatever your thing is, like to relieve stress, but it's working with the body and the mind harmoniously, and it brings me in a state of peace, like when I'm done the workout, and then maybe you would go to the sauna, or you'd have a nice hot shower or a cold shower, whatever the case may be, and it feels refreshing. It feels refreshing, and then I'm at peace.
Frustrated.
It's like getting out the frustration frequencies. Because there's something growing, and like to hold this feels more spiritual, but maybe you're just noticing it as you're expanding in your mindfulness. It's like, oh, I'm expanding in this growth of energy of sorts, and it's like because you're harnessing more information, emotional, earthly, ethereally, or apply any word that feels good, and it can like get you just a little fierce or frustrated because it's like the downloading, even like the sleep, maybe things are coming in the sleep and you're not sleeping as well, it's keeping you up, and then that's frustrating. Okay,
what do you
so
mean?
then I do, like maybe you wake up and you, I don't know, work out, maybe you do push-ups, I don't know, whatever the case is, whatever this thing is that you're doing, this physical exertion seems to help create space to hold the frequencies that you are growing. Something about somebody's left shoulder as well. I'm also listening to music while I sleep. There's also somebody that I'm just going to say when I saw the 2 pillows, because there's another rabbit hole. From a couple space, it feels like... okay, it's the union. In the other space, it's like a quick unions, because I'm seeing it like train stops, so there might be some promiscuity or something along that lines. Again, I feel like I take like a hot or cold shower afterwards, or I feel like I should just take a cold shower. Maybe you're changing the way you interact with the concept of integrating with other people. Okay. The Hierophant came through, if that means anything to you. It's almost like by rebelling again. I don't want to say rebelling like you are rebelling. But in one space, it's like you're leaving tradition of something. Even your own tradition. Just the way you traditionally have done things up until this point. That's all. It's, it doesn't feel like it's this is who I was, so this is who I always am.
True.
This is, I'm leaving some traditions that I created. I tried.
Aquarius.
I just did the Aquarius reading. You might want to check that out, or you might have some association with Aquarius, or it could just simply be of your mind and of the waters in which you're pouring into. So I'm leaving some sort of tradition, whether it just feels like something I've been doing. Okay. And I'm replacing it with something positive. It does feel worky outy, like I'm just going to say. But whatever that is for you, maybe it's like spiritual push-ups, right? More my jam, but maybe it's spiritual stuff that you're working on, or energetic. And you know that there's things that you do that your body needs to harness the added information so it doesn't get zzz, Hierophant, Magus of the Eternal Gods. Soaring. Where am I going to? Can you tell me here? Hold on. I feel like I'm going somewhere, Scorps. Bond. And interesting. And warnings in the reverse. See, something's changing in the way that I'm interacting with relationships of some sort. Perhaps even of my own heart. What my heart wants, what my heart desires. Whether it's, a partner or somebody had passed in my life, and now I feel like I'm at that stage, where it's okay, I'm ready to get to know somebody else or have some sort of companionship. It's not about romance. Or I left my job, I lost my job, and now I'm ready to get back out there. I've been working from home. I'm ready to get back out there, whatever the case may be. I'm ready to create a bond to expand my heart. Somebody straight-faced, like you're not saying anything, or like I feel very straight-faced. I feel like I'm always like slightly askew here, but we're slightly askew here at iScry with Steph, so thank you. You're always heeding warnings, but they're not holding you back now. You're balancing something out. It's like physical or mental. It's like I'm going to therapy and the gym. You know what I mean? It just has that balancing kind of feeling. I go to the mental gym and I go to the physical gym, or I practice my faith, my religion, whatever energies, deities, etc. that you're working with. But then it's like the awake sleep and the sleep state. Somebody needs to write down their dreams. Even like keywords. Okay, Scorpio, sorry. I'm coming down to the bottom here. We'll keep adding on some cards to inspire. I have no idea if I said please do like, share, subscribe. But if you haven't already, thank you. You warm my haunted heart. Bond. Queen of the Thrones. The Flame.
What is this?
Somebody is also severing a bond, and somebody... seems... Okay, whether it's a job or a person, place, or thing, you're doing it very consciously. You were given the warning signs. And you're heeding them. So it feels like, again, like that breaking tradition, but in a good way. Like it's your own tradition, even if one might say, well, this was, this is how we've always done it. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, and it's not a reason. I probably don't need to be so rammy about it. That's not a reason. If one's heart's not in it, it's actually taking away from like the value or something like that. Okay. Also, there's a woman that passed.
I know.
Lord of Peace restored. She is resting in peace. Queen of Cups. Thrones of Water. Yeah, she has passed on. And with the Empress here on the bottom, so this feminine energy that is passed, female expressed, it's almost like, but you were both partners, queen and queen. Now, whether this partnership is, mother-daughter or parent, whatever the words are.
I want to come.
Or this was your partner and you're both feminine energies, female expressed. She's at peace. Also could be a relationship that is incarnate. That is being integrated into your life with this new bond. Please don't be at odds at it. Give it a chance. Give it a chance. Because the energy that you're going to be able to grow together, the life and the love that you'll be able to grow together will be very, very strong. Because if it's competitive, this is just the way it's coming through, and I wouldn't speak to it if I didn't see it. It's like one might be more dominant in fire element, and that's typically how I interact with energies first and foremost, is through elements. Even like people day to day, I'm like, oh, it's very fire today, very space, whatever the case is. So somebody could be more works with fire, and somebody could be more predominantly water. And to ensure that that's like, you can boil water and you can do a lot of great things, but also that the water's not dimming or putting the fire out, and vice versa. It's like it can come into a state of distilled water. Very, very clean. It feels like a very, very clean connection.
She won't leave.
Condolences if you had a partner pass, mother, sibling, sister. They are stepping forward. They're absolutely very much so at peace. They know that you remember a lot about them. I think you're the daughter. Scorpios, God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Going to grow old together. I'm seeing a teddygram. Like the snack, a teddygram. I'm also seeing somebody vacuum, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's like vacuuming. Okay, the other two cards that come in is the program is simple. It isn't easy. And that is quite a very wise statement to say. The program is simple. It isn't easy. If you're clean and sober today, you're a success. Relax. For some of you, going back into the Hierophant and like this under the sea, water, happiness though, singing song.
Greetings.
Greetings. Hello. Come on in. We're here for Scorpios. Some of you might be looking to, again, break your own tradition and cleaning up any sort of addictions or, I feel like things that maybe you've just gone through. They've served as a coping mechanism, or they're things that you really, really enjoy. And you're like, but I'm willing to try something new now. And you're really, really committing to this. And yes, it's simple. It's like, oh, well, don't drink or don't do drugs. Don't smoke. Whatever the case is, don't overeat. It's simple in nature, but that doesn't mean to say integrating it is easy. But you have confidence here. And I feel like there's a lot of spirit is confident, if not your own spirit and the spirit of your elements working together and arranging them for that. Everyone's very confident of you, but are you? First, it can't be like codependent on other people's perceptions of this. This is, Yes, the things I cannot change and the courage to change the things I can. You cannot change the way people
Institution.
will perceive you, but you can have the courage to change the things you can. Does that make sense? I feel like I like went way off there. Okay. Closing out messages for Scorps. Thank you again so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. If there's any last crow messages, expose coming through.
Not.
Is it coming forward? Teamwork. And nights. Yeah, see, there's something going on during sleep state. Is that where we're going to close out? Is in the sleep state. Okay. I feel like some of you are up at night. Maybe you're night shift workers and you're going to be taking a day job or something along that lines where like you're seeing the light of day, something about the light of day. Something that was once hidden is now being exposed. And this could be in relation to going through grief. Of course, the lights have been on, or a light will turn on and kind of let you know. I'm also seeing somebody, I just got to say it, sorry, they might leave like fingerprints on your walls or something like that. Like you just might get a glimmer of like a fingerprint or something along that lines. You're very mindful of things that even as your own energy is being exposed to things throughout the night, throughout the light. But you have teamwork here, and it's like they all come together. I could sit here and say, you know, the way the story's coming through for me, but always follow your own intuition first versus my earrings. It's like, see all these crows. And then this one crow decides to meet possibly a predator. But it's not the point. It's not rushing away. Something's exposed himself because there's been something watching this, right? Whether it's the sleep state, all your different thoughts, what's keeping you up at night. And even though this may appear to be like a threatening situation of being exposed, maybe it's vulnerable, they actually start working together. And then all of these crows, even though the one part of you, the one aspect of you, the courage, the breadcrumb of courage, or the gorilla-sized courage, say, I will step forward to this perspective. There we go. This energy and see what this is all about. I'm not going to run away. And it's actually by stepping into, again, it's kind of like, you know, fee, fi, fo, fum, coming in, gorilla, and then it becomes very peaceful because peace has been restored. And then all this teamwork works together. It's like the day and the night. There's so much going on here. But the program is simple. It isn't easy. Because you're growing so much.
Aries.
You're even, like some of the friends, and like I said, friends, family, or partners, whatever the case may be, whatever this is for you, physical, mental, spiritual, apply holistically, apply anything that fits, food, all of the things, even the way you might interact. But I see like a new friend, like a new friendly frequency coming in. And you might be a little hesitant at first, whether this is a relationship or a job or a person or a partner, a tradition. But I feel like you can relax and be confident in who you are. They're not challenging your confidence. They like that about you. Your courage to be who you are. And also to have this playful side, like a lobster. And then it's bringing me into, as I'm closing out here, and I'm sorry that I'm taking up so much of your time. Is it like Phoebe from Friends? My lobster, they're the lobsters, and they like mate forever or something like that. I'm going to leave this here, Scorpios. Thank you so much for being my muse. I am so grateful for your attention and awareness. Truly, it warms my haunted heart, and for your support. I hope this did inspire or irritate equally. I guess that's an option. That's cool. I will see you in March with a fresh ink blot, and we'll do it all over again. And until then, Scorps, have a great day. T for tea down, teamwork bonds. T for teamwork, tea dog bonds.